Hello everyone, I'm Troublesome Trucks and welcome to the 133rd episode of Crash City Requested. Today the request is by Mavis Studios and they requested a 7-engine free-for-all with engines Boko, Arthur, Ben, Thomas, Percy, Toby, and Lady. It'll be the best out of 7 rounds. May the best engine win, and let's start this competition right now. Alright, we're going to start with round 1, and if I didn't say it already, this is a free-for-all, each engine for themselves. So we got Thomas going off first, followed by Arthur. Then here goes Toby and Ben. Toby crashes into Thomas. Thomas is the first one out of this round. We got Boko. Percy's going for Arthur. Toby takes down Percy. He's taken down 2 of the engines already. Boko and Ben have a collision. They're both down. We got Toby, Arthur, and Lady left going. Toby's pushing Arthur. That could end up being dangerous for him. Lady pushes past Boko all right. Toby's still going all right. Maybe the points. Nope. Still going safe. Oh, now he's got a front wheel off. Oh, he's falling over. Toby is out of this round, so we've just got Lady and Arthur left, and I think Lady is going to try and take down Arthur here. She's charging up for it, and maybe this time she's going at it and crashes into the side of Arthur, and they are stuck. So, Lady crashed into Arthur, but couldn't knock him over, and Arthur can't pull Lady over either, so I don't really know who gets a point, but I think we might give it to Lady because she went on the attack. So since neither of them can move, I think we're going to give it to Lady. So yeah, Lady is going to get the first point of this competition. So good job, Lady. You got pretty lucky there. But yeah, unlucky Arthur, almost had it, but this one's going to Lady. Alright, reset for round 2. And the battle continues as we head into round 2. Lady is the first one out of the gate, followed by Ben. Boko's on the tracks. And Percy as well. Toby. Percy crashes into Ben. Ben is down. Arthur. And finally, Thomas. Arthur hits the back of Percy. They're stuck. They're trying to get freed up. Oh, Arthur gets taken down. Toby helped Percy out there. Now Lady is caught the back of Thomas. Percy and Toby have caught up to Boko. Percy is squeezed between the two. He has his front wheels off. He takes down Toby too. Lady helps, Boko helps free Lady up, and Thomas is knocked over. We got Lady and Boko. Could Lady be going for a second point here? I think they might collide at this next cross track. We'll see if Lady can have a more successful takedown than last time. And she crashes into the side of Boko, and no damage done. Boko just rolled right on by. Is Boko going to collide with her? And nope. So now I think they're going to be too far away to collide with each other. So we could either wait for Lady to catch up to Boko again and try and take him down again, or just go right to a tiebreaker. And I think Lady's going fast enough. We might as well see what happens. So Lady is going around. I think maybe in the next cross track there might be some action. Will Boko hold his ground, or will Lady get her second point? Maybe Lady looks like she's going after him and collides with the back of Boko, just nudges him, not quite. Let's see if someone is going to get taken down, and nope, they missed, and now Lady's just going to chase after Boko. And I think we're probably going to need a tiebreaker, but let's just see if Lady derails herself by pushing Boko, because that does happen quite frequently. And Lady seems to be going okay so far, pushing Boko along. Maybe Boko, Lady will actually be able to take down Boko by pushing him. Not usually done, but anything is possible for this. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to fall off the track, so I think we're going to go to a tiebreaker for round 2. Alright, we're going to have a head-to-head collision with Lady on the left and Boko on the right, trying to knock each other over. 3, 2, 1, and they are going, and Boko is pushing Lady. Lady's trying to resist, but it's no use. Boko pushes her off the tracks, and that will give him the win for this round. So Boko gets his first point, now tied with Lady. Lady tried to take him down in the actual round, but it didn't work. Boko was too strong, and now he was too strong on this and knocked her off and got the point anyway. So didn't quite like it this round, lady, but maybe another one. Boko's on the board. Let's head into round 3. And here goes round 3. Boko, the big green diesel, going first. Toby following. Thomas, lady as well. Percy, the small engine. Arthur, lady is taken down. Thomas eliminates Percy. And finally we got Ben. So Boko is still on the tracks, could be going for another point, but Toby was just tipping there, but he's still good for now. We got Thomas, Toby, Boko, Arthur, and Ben still going. Oh, Percy caused a little bit of trouble for Thomas and Toby, but they roll on through. Toby has his front wheels off. He's getting derailed, and Ben was in trouble, but he seems to be safe for now. Thomas is blocking the track. Arthur collides into him. He and Ben both have front wheels off. The points is not going to be good for them. Ben is out. Arthur's trying to recover, but he's stuck on the points, and Boko tries to get past, but Percy knocks him off balance. And we got Arthur and Boko. Oh, Boko tries to switch tracks and take down Arthur for good, but he ends up falling over. Arthur is kind of on the tracks, but he wasn't really the last one moving, which is what we really count on here. So I think we're going to give another point to Boko. So Boko on 2 points. I'm not sure if he's won one of these competitions before, but he's certainly doing well so far. He's won 2 out of the first 3 rounds, but we still have a lot more rounds to go, so we'll see if anyone else can catch up to him. Let's go to round 4. Alright, round 4. Off we go. Boko, the winner, goes first. Then we got Ben and Thomas. Lady here as well. And Toby, lady's going for an attack on Boko, and oh, Boko's falling over as well as Ben. Thomas takes down Toby. Now Arthur and Lady are going at it, and Percy is out there as well. Percy climbs to the back of Arthur. He almost gets by, but Arthur was still blocking the tracks, and he's derailed. Thomas is the last one going. He's going to rear end the back of Percy, and can any of them recover? Now Thomas is going sideways. Let's see what's going on back there, and it's looks like they're kind of stuck. Percy's half off the tracks, and Thomas only has one driving wheel trying to get a grip, and he can't quite get past Arthur, so it looks like we're going to give Thomas the win here. So Thomas, first point on the board for him, and now he is tied with Lady. And of course Boko is 1 point ahead, but Thomas on the board, perhaps he will end up winning. You never know, but he's on the board for now. Let's see what else happens. Round 5 is inbound. Okay, round 5, over halfway through the competition, and Boko is still in the lead, but Thomas and Lady also have points. Thomas goes first, then we got Ben and Percy, as well as Arthur. And next is Toby. Everyone's still going. Lady, Toby clipped Percy, but didn't take him out, and all the engines are going. This is quite a majestical sight. Toby almost takes down Percy. Boko is derailed. He tried to take on Toby. Now Thomas and Ben are both off the rails. Oh, Arthur tries to recover. Oh, and he actually does it. That was what a save from Arthur. Thomas, Percy, and Ben are down. Boko is limping around. Lady is pushing Toby. Still can't believe Arthur switched tracks like that. Oh, and Boko finally falls over. He actually did pretty good with his front wheels off, but couldn't hold on forever. And now Toby, Lady, and Arthur are left on. Toby is right behind Arthur, who is being pushed by Lady, so Toby is sandwiched in between. Let's see if one of them falls over. I think maybe Toby could fall over first and then take Lady with him, but not quite sure. Might need a tiebreaker or sabotagers too. But Lady has a point on the board. However, Arthur and Toby do not. Oh, Lady got a little stuck on Boko, but made it through okay. And everything else seems to be fine around the points, all right. And yep, everything seems to be going good. Think we might try and get the sabotagers in. Possible. They haven't made an appearance for a while. And let's just wait for them to get around one more time and then try and let them loose. And Toby's still going good, as well as Lady. Arthur too, for that matter. Alright, we're going to send the sabotagers. we got this one Savo in. These are engines that just try and take out the others, and one of them already has caught the back of Lady, and the other one looks a little bit sluggish. They're gonna just see what they can do. Oh, and they've taken down Lady, and they are still going all right. It's pretty slowly. I think the other sabotager, can they get through the cross tracks? And they collide with the Toby. Oh, and they take down Toby. That was one of the slowest, softest takedowns I've seen, but looks like Arthur is the last one going besides the sabotagers, who now have just collided into each other. And one of them is down, and the other is just barely hanging on. Let's see how this goes. Can they recover? And nope, they are down, and Arthur, oh, he's off the tracks, but he did do that pretty cool maneuver where he's did like a 90-degree turn, so I think he might have earned that one, but Arthur gets the point. So now tied for second with Lady and Thomas. Ben, Toby, and Percy still yet to get points on the board. 2 rounds remaining. Let's see how things end out. Alright, round 6, you're almost at the end of the competition. Time to get your points on the board now while you can. Arthur goes first, then we got Boko, Ben, and Percy as well. Arthur and Ben are having a disagreement on the cross-track. Percy tries to clear things up, but gets taken down by Boko. Ben is trying to take down the track. That's very nice of you, Ben. Thomas, Toby, Lady, and Boko are left on the tracks, while Arthur, Ben, and Percy have been eliminated. Toby is the only one of these who does not have points on the board, and Thomas has now caught Lady, and Toby's gonna collide, and now there's starting to be a bit of a traffic jam. Boko could maybe be going for 3 points here. Let's see, and he just barely squeezes behind Toby. And he's gonna rear end the back. Can he clear things up, or it's just gonna be one big jam? Looks like it's going to be the latter, so we got a blockage. Thomas has caught the back of Lady and is refusing to let go, and then Toby and Boko have crashed up the back, so I think Boko is the last one going, so we're going to give the point to him. So Boko, that puts him on 3 points, and he is now firmly in the lead. I'll give you a quick recap before we start round 7. Alright, and just as we're starting round 7, the finale round, Boko has 3 points, while Arthur, Lady, and Thomas have 1 point, and with only 1 round left, no one can catch up to Boko, so it looks like Boko has won this competition, but we're going to do one more round just to do the usual 7, so see if anyone else can get their first point or a second point, but looks like Boko has 1, so anyways, as we're still going, Lady tries to take down Toby. Percy is caught on Ben, and now they're both in trouble. Oh, and everyone's falling over. Thomas and Lady have front wheels off. Arthur collides with Lady. Arthur falls over. Lady's down. Ben and Percy as well. Toby is pushing Boko, and Thomas is limping around the front there. Oh my goodness, Boko got a front wheel off and fell over, and he got derailed, and Toby fell over, and then Boko did. And Thomas looks like he's still just barely going along there, and he was just, he did some little movements there. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to do them anymore, but if you just saw a few seconds ago, he was still moving, even though, even after Boko fell over, so, just a little movements, but I think it's enough to count it, so, we're going to give the final point of this competition to, the number 1 engine, Thomas. So, let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. And the winner of Crush City Requested episode 133, I think it is Boko. So, Boko finished with a total of 3 points. Then, there's the final scores. And Thomas managed to get 2 points, got his last point at the end there. Then Lady and Arthur got 1 point each, and Toby, Percy, and Ben didn't get any points this time. I feel like Percy's been in quite a few competitions, but hasn't had much luck. But anyways, Boko is the winner of this. This was a pretty tight competition. There's some pretty close calls. Lady almost got that other round, and then we had to bring out the sabotagers in the round that Arthur won. So yeah, it was a pretty tough competition. They were all fighting pretty hard for it, but in the end, Boko won it with 3 points. Pretty impressive. So yeah, well done, Boko. Anyways, and good job everyone else too, for that matter. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Troublesome Truck signing out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.